Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make a type of beef soup that you can enjoy with eggs noodles. So in the pan I have three main ingredients, which are beef tendon, cow feet, and beef shank, which is at the bottom of the pan so you cannot see it. So I'm going to boil this for maybe an hour and a half. If you have an instant pot, you will save a lot of time and also electricity. So in the pot, I'm going to put in some rock sugar, some lemongrass stick, one second, some slices of ginger, and finally some salt. So while waiting for the broth to boil, I'm going to prep the next ingredient, which is taro. So you are going to need a lot of taro for this kind of soup. Please remember to put on like a disposable glove, because I heard that taro can cause some itching. After you have finished peeling the taro, you need to cut it into smaller cubes and then soak them into salt water. Okay, so I guess I was wrong. I thought that I needed a whole taro, but turned out I only need half of it. So I'm gonna save the other half to make some taro fries in the future. Okay. So we are going to soak the taro in salt water for a few minutes. After that, I'm going to wash it thoroughly, and then I'm going to fry it. Because if you don't fry the taro, then if you directly put them into the broth, then they will become too soft. If they become too soft, then they may just break down into the broth. So frying the taro will help you to keep the cubes in shapes. Now that the broth has boiled, let's remove the foam on the surface and then turn down the stove. Let it simmer for about an hour until everything becomes soft enough. So air fry the taro in an air fryer for about 25 to 30 minutes. Next, cut some medium soft tofu into white side cubes and put them into the broth. Okay, so after you have removed all of the meat out of the broth, adding some more water, put the tofu in and the taro and some seafood mushroom or some I don't remember the name of that mushroom, some straw mushrooms if you like. And then I'm going to adjust the taste of the broth with some fish sauce, salt and sugar and some seasoning powder. So I saw on the internet they said that you can add some hoisin salt and chili sauce. I'm gonna take my chances to see what the taste will become, but remember, for most of the Vietnamese dishes, balance is the key. So it should be a little bit salty, a little bit sweet and fatty. Okay, some hoisin sauce and some sriracha. But honestly, because this is the first time I've made this, so I'm not gonna add much of that. I forgot to mention one final but very important ingredient, some bean curd. I'm going to use the the liquid in the bean curd and add some into the broth. And finally, I'm going to show you how to make the dipping sauce for this type of dish from bean curd. It is really simple and cannot be cannot be removed. It cannot be removed. It has to be served together with this dish. Irreplaceable, and the taste is amazing. You will be surprised. Adding some seafood mushroom. Well, the dish I'm showing you today is for individual. I mean, like, I'm going to show you to cook a number of bowls for individual. But in Vietnam, people usually enjoy this dish as a group. Like we will put a small gas stove in front of everyone and a small pan, and the broth will go in, and raw ingredients like beef or tendons will go in after the broth comes to a boiling point. But you can also enjoy this individually, given it's COVID pandemic and it's not really convenient for everyone to sit together at a table. But if they are family members, then I guess that you can do it that way. Okay, in order to make the bean curd sauce, dipping sauce, you will need some bean curd, some chili sauce, and some sugar. Sorry, it's a little bit messy. So mix everything out. If it is thick, then you can add in some hot water. Usually the bean curds are really salty, so you will have to add a lot of sugar to balance the taste. This should be the thickness that you should aim for. So then some bean curd, some chili, oily chili, and sugar, and a little bit of hot water. Right, you can also use the the juice, like the water in the bean curd bottle. It should be like 3 parts of bean curds and 1 part of water, and that should be fine. And you add sugar until the sauce doesn't taste salty anymore. So the vegetables to go with this dish are some green mustard and some tonghos. Wash them carefully, and we will put them into the final sauce when we prepare to enjoy the dish. So you need to use this type of egg noodles. I prefer this brand name because it is Vietnamese high quality product. Now, I have scooped the broth and also the meat and everything else into a smaller pan. I'm going to heat it, and until it boils, I'm going to put the noodles in. So once the noodles are softened, you will use like a chopstick or a fork to take it out. And finally, we will put the vegetable in. I really miss having this back in Vietnam. Everyone gather around a small gas stove, and we put the noodles in. When the noodles softens, take them out, and then the raw ingredients like beef or tendon. Well, this dish is really suitable to be served during cold season.